Welcome to the Circular Economy cards exercise. For this, you're going to need your printed cards. That would be great. And if you've cut them out, so it's all ready to go. This can also be done either as individuals or groups or as a whole class on the board. So it's a little bit up to you how you want to run the exercise. I'm going to run through what you do, but I'm also going to give you the answers. So make sure you pause as you want to go through this. Okay, so next slide, please. So the first thing is we've got the cards for making a brick wall. So can you arrange your cards into a linear economy of a brick? So I'm going to help you out a little bit here. We want to start with if I'm going to tilt you down so you can see where I'm at. So we want to start with the clay mine because a brick is made out of clay. And then you want to go through and end up at landfill. Okay, so this would be a great time to pause if you want to have a go entirely yourself. And now, yeah, so I'm going to go through some of the solutions now. So if you want to flick over to the next slide. Okay, so we build up from the clay mine. We're then going to manufacture our brick. Which once we've made a brick, it then goes to construction on the construction site, which is built up into making the brick wall. And then we go through to demolition. So we've started going through this process. And then as you can see on the slide, you can then add in the transport and waste and power cards to understand where in this linear process we're going from, where you have bits of transport coming in and where you have kind of wastage in the process and where you need energy in the process of doing this. Okay, so now we go through and we'll talk about this in the context of a circular economy. So if you go to the next slide. Okay, so if you take your cards, can you arrange those into a circular economy? So again, now would be a great time if you want to pause it and have a go yourselves. Tip here is that you might use a slightly different set of cards. Okay, so I'll run through with you. So we're going to start with our brick wall, and then we're going to be, so we're starting with our wall, and then we're going to demolish our wall or dismantle our wall, and then we bring in the reuse and the reclaim brick trader cards. So that wall is then broken down into the individual bricks so that we can then construct back into a new brick wall, which can then go round in the circle again. So this is the principle of this. So the premise here is that you've created a circular economy. So now to expand on this exercise, if you wanted to, you can start to think about what other things you can do this with, whether it's building materials, everyday objects, the projects you're going forward with. So maybe a future exercise could be you could swap out your brick and your reclaimed brick and think of your own materials and make up your own cards to come up with different exercises. So we think it's just a great way to introduce you to the concepts and test your understanding of circular economy as you're going forward into the rest of the makeathon. So I hope that helps you with the circular economy cards exercise with Fabricate. Have a good day. Great project. Thanks.